Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Public Speaking, What People Fear We Do for Fun program. Hope all of you had a very wonderful lunch and able to rest a bit. So now we could continue back to the program. Without further ado, I would like to welcome and invite the second speaker for today's program, Dr. Agung Dwi Nurcahyo S.S. M.Pd, with a talk on acing in public speaking. Please welcome.
Thank you very much, the MC, our beloved Master of Ceremony, and also Joseph, and Dr. Salmiza. Sorry, I was just leaving the laptop. Is it now our turn? My turn?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right, please allow me to share some slides. Okay. Is it visible, everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, okay, visible.
Yep. And am I audible to all of you?
Audible as well.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Well, warahmatullah wabarakatuh. It's a great me to begin valuable opportunity to share about public speaking, a topic which has been comprehensively explained and presented by Ibu Dr. Salmiza. It's very great presentation. And in this lovely occasion, I think I will only put some additional points. So I will not talk too long, since many points and insightful knowledge has been explained and explored by Ibu Dr. Salmiza. That was very great presentation, Ibu. And well, ladies and gents, I'm happy to attend this great program. I think we need to support and endorse this program. And please allow me to take a minute to extend our deepest gratitude, our special thanks to all the community, the faculty members of Polytechnic Sultan Azlan Shah, Malaysia. Let's give round of applause to this special university. And today, in this lovely occasion, in Indonesia right now, it's 1 p.m. So we usually say good afternoon. And in Malaysia, it seems that it's getting dark, yeah? We say good evening, right? Well, allow me to share ideas with you all about how to ace in public speaking. Well, ladies and gents, I'd like to begin with a question. Yeah, maybe this question may appear or may emerge in yourself when you first begin to get along with the term of public speaking. Can I be a public speaker? Anyway, this was also in my mind when I tried to get involved in a big forum in the beginning in the college. Is it possible for me to be a public speaker? What do you think, everyone? Can everyone be a public speaker anyway? Can anyone give comment maybe? Is it possible for everyone to be a public speaker? Or is it a kind of a born talent that not all people have this skill? Anybody want to share?
Well, in my opinion, anybody can be a public speaker as long as they have the knowledge and skill as well.
Okay, Ms. Wahida, that's great. I do agree with this, in line with this, that it can be a public speaker. Yeah, of course, we need to respect those who have the opinion that there is a theory of, nativism. Yeah, they say that some skill that are owned by people are given from birth, or a kind of talent born. Yeah, a born talent. But when we compare it with the other theory or point of view, like behaviorism, for example, that everyone can get knowledge from the environment. So if I may say, in terms of percentage, when people think that, I think the ability of public speaking is a born talent, okay, this might be only 20% of contribution to the skill. And another 80%, which builds a skill, is not a born talent, but it is a matter of learning process with the environment. So this means that we must have a comparative paradigm that, okay, a born talent is accepted, but we cannot deny that all skills can be practiced and can be developed. Well, ladies and gents, these are the points that we want to share together, we want to explore. Addressing the first discussion, that public speaking skill is not only a matter of a born talent paradigm, but it is more, to be learned, to be practiced, right? So we are going to share or explore 3 points in this lovely or special occasions. The first is dealing with public speaking mindset that we need to have. And the second, it's concerned with basics of public speaking. And the third, as what has been explored by Ibu Dr. Salmiza, structure of speech. We've got a lot of points from Dr. Salmiza. It was very great. And maybe what I'm sharing, what I'm discussing is only a little part of the additional point that we have. Well, ladies and gents, my beloved students, our special contestants of speech competition, which will be held tomorrow. Let's go through one by one. The first is mindset of public speaking. Well, you know that most people may think that public speaking is difficult. It is, but it is not something impossible to master. That's why we need to put in mind, we need to bear in mind, yeah, one thing concerning this mindset. The first is public speaking can be learned. It is not only concerned with a born talent skill. It's not only a matter of born talent. Yeah. It can be learned. And then public speaking skill can be practiced. This needs practice. Then the more we practice, the better our skill will be. So this skill can be upgraded. Let's say maybe this event will be your first or your second experience, or maybe your third experience. Then this will accumulate, yeah, in line with the development. So yours upgraded, yeah, so far that you practice it. So this mindset that you need to have, yeah, when we talk about public speaking. Okay, well, everyone, you may stop me as Ibu Dr. Salmiza. You may stop me in the middle, yeah, when you have points of question. Okay, well, the second thing that we are discussing today is concerning the basics of public speaking. Yeah, I think though we have been experienced, though we have got many opportunities to speak in front of public, still we need to know or to recall the memory, yeah, about the basics of public speaking. What are they? The first is concerning with self-confidence. This is the first thing that we need to have in being a public speaker. And the question is self-confidence something that we can develop, that we can control, or that we can build up? The answer is yes. Okay. Maybe you have ever joined in a training. Yeah. Maybe you can check in the YouTube that many public speakers used to be introvert persons. And then they thought that, is it possible for me to move to this situation? Is it possible for me to be a public speaker? In fact, I am an introvert. In fact, I don't know much about knowledge. I don't read a lot, for example. Yes, in the beginning, you don't read a lot. But when you can reach, when you can maintain, when you can build up self-confidence, then you will be motivated to improve your capacity by reading a lot and so on. So self-confidence can be built. Self-confidence can be developed. This is the first thing that we need to have when we want to be a public speaker. Okay, my question is, have you ever felt, or have you ever experienced a crisis of self-confidence anyway? Just like the big or great public speakers did experience? Hello? Yeah, it's getting late in the afternoon, in the evening. Usually energy is reduced. Yeah, energy decreases. It's an injury time, yeah, when somebody feels sleepy, right? Okay. Can anyone Yeah, I think everyone might have ever experienced the crisis of self-confidence, though in very only a little part or a little piece of time. Yeah, just the same that that was experienced by great public speakers when they told the story. Yeah, being not self-confident has been experienced by everyone. But don't worry, it is something that we can not eliminate, but can be minimized or can be canalized. Yeah. Okay, there will be some tips to do that later. Okay, point of basics of public speaking. And then the second is it's something to do with vocal technique. It's a matter of how we manage the voice, the verbal of the speaking. And another one is expression. And yeah, these are concerned with aspect of speaking. And then point, or maybe you can add actually, yeah, this is only examples of basics of public speaking that we practice in the beginning before we become a better and better public speaker. So then the last is being communicative with the audience. Of course, extent, yeah, if it is formal, then to what communicative, to what extent we can be, let's say we create an audience, this dependent on the formality level of the program. All right. Okay, we are going to get through one point by one point, yeah, concerning basics of. The first thing is the first point is something to do with how to build self-confidence. Okay. Yeah. Anyone can share maybe your experience of how to build self-confidence until you are now reaching the point that now you have been very good in maintaining self-confidence. Maybe some of you or one of you can share. Did you ever experience the process of maintaining your self-confidence and what tips you did so that you can reach at this point? You dare to join in a public speaking competition. This is part of a symptom, part of the signs that you are self-confident. Okay, let's give round of applause to all of you. Yeah. Okay. Where's the emote icon? Yeah. Applause to all of you, the contestants of the public speaking competition. You are all the winners. Yeah. Later on, you will not. We are not talking about who will win or who lose, but the point is that you have encourage yourself to improve your self-confidence, and this is a very good achievement, yeah, to all of you. Yeah. Okay, and then let's now, yeah, thank you very much everyone. Wisnu, Nagasri, yeah, Pak Nagasri, and then Mr. Okay, Tua Iskandar, yeah. Sorry if I'm calling you not in the correct way, yeah. Right. Okay, Vishnu, right. Good. So the question is then how to build a self-confidence. Okay, there are some tips. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, that's the first. You know that when we feel, let's say, anxious, when we feel not self-confident, when we feel fear, yeah, to do something or maybe to speak in front of public, this is a very, very natural thing. All people may experience that. That's why we can not eliminate, yeah, but we can reduce or we can put aside or maybe we can weaken it, yeah, until, yeah, when you have been a talented public speaker, then you can even eliminate this. Actually, it exists, yeah, but when we do not get stuck on that condition, we are not controlled by that condition, or even we can control it. Not the condition controls us, but we can control the condition of nervousness, the condition of anxiety, which is very, very natural. So one of the tips that we can do is by bearing a positive mindset to ourselves. Okay, can anyone share what positive mindsets that we can bear in mind, that we can bear in ourselves, so that we can fight, we can eliminate, or we can reduce, or we can we can put aside anxiety, nervousness, and then become self-confident. Anyone can give me examples of positive mindsets? Please share.
Well, I think we should trust ourselves in
Yeah,
whatever
why
things
that?
that we do.
Okay, but that's great. We have to trust ourselves by that. That's great idea. Anybody else? Yeah, trust. Yeah, trust ourselves. Yeah, trusting ourselves.
And maybe we can have these thoughts in our mind that yes, we can do it. Okay, we are able to achieve our goal in whatever things that we have planned.
Well done. That's great. Why that? So we have to put in our mind that we can do this. I totally agree with this. Okay. Right. Any others? Okay, right. While we talk about it, then you can also put forward your idea later, right? And that's the first thing we have to bear in mind, bear in ourselves positive mindsets. Okay, believe that we can do, as Abahida said. We have to give trust to ourselves. Yeah, don't be this one. Don't be intimidated by the situation. Even don't be intimidated by the audience. The audience are okay. The audience are kind to us. Yeah. Sometimes we perceive that the audience is this is even the opponents. Yeah. Wow, this is a nightmare. The audience is nightmare. No, the audience are friends. The audience they want to have our ideas. They want to listen to us. They want to hear something from us. We learn together. That's why I think in order not to be intimidated by audience, actually you can, yeah, just like what Ibu Dr. Salmiza said, that you have to know the audience characteristics. Or maybe if you still feel anxious, you can also arrange the seat, okay, in a public speaking event or forum, in a real, not we are having virtual, yeah. This is also another point that we have to discuss. Yeah, when we are in an offline or in a face-to-face interaction forum, when we conduct public speaking, sometimes when we still feel not safe, I mean, we still feel yeah, maybe a little bit intimidated by the feeling, actually, yeah. Then we can arrange the seat. We can arrange the seat that make our position in the middle or not, yeah, becoming the central of a sight or attention by maybe forming the U shape, yeah, to the seating arrangement in the forum. That can also be an idea, yeah. So never intimidated by the audience, because the audience are okay, the audience are fine. Yeah, if you still feel so, then we can also yeah, what is it? Rearrange. Maybe another idea. Yeah. Maybe one of you has also been familiar with the term rapper. Yeah. This is, yeah, concerned with how we get to know the audience before the forum, before we conduct the public speech. We have an with the audience. Okay. Or maybe in the beginning of, we can do like addressing them, be in. Later we will talk about it. Okay, don't be intimidated by the situation. And then the third is, yeah, as Wahida said, that we have to give a trust. We have to believe in ourselves that we are unique. We have a special points to share. We have yeah, new things. We can give a beneficial thing to audience. Then we believe that we can perform well. Yeah, believe that we can do it. Okay, and then okay, don't be inferior. Be humble. Be humble is good. Being humble is good, but being inferior is not good. Do you agree with this? Yeah. What is in Malay language for humble?
Rendah diri.
Rendah diri. Okay, right. That's great. Pak Joseph. Yeah. Thank you, Pak Jo. Yeah. Right. Rendah diri is not good. But sorry, humble is okay. Humble, what is it? Humble. So we compare it with inferior. Which one is good and which one is not?
Okay, the students, you all can respond.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Maybe different language, different places, different language, different fish, different ponds. You know, like in Indonesia, for example, there are many vernaculars, many local languages which have sometimes the same term but different in meaning. Yeah, that's why I'm asking you tadi ya. Yeah, humble and inferior. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Sabrina. In Indonesia, maybe Sabrina. What is it? Right. Yeah. So don't be inferior. Yeah, but humble. Be humble, but don't be inferior. Okay. Right. So when we don't feel inferior, it doesn't mean that we are arrogant. No. When we want to be self-confident, it doesn't mean that we are boasting something. No, it's different. Yeah. Okay. So don't be inferior. And this is a quite crucial thing, that you have to be able to control yourself. You know that sometimes anxiety, nervousness, fear comes all of a sudden in the middle of our speech. For example, suppose that we like what we experienced, maybe what I experienced when I had an examination of thesis. Oh, yeah, it was full of fear. Yeah, I don't know whether I pass or not, I graduate or not. Yeah, yeah. And then in that situation, as a public speaker, we need to be able to control that condition. We have to be able to control ourselves. Of course, this, yeah. Okay, when suddenly we fear, when we feel anxious, when we feel intimidated, what can we probably do? Anyone has I? When we, let's say, we are overwhelmed with the fear, what do you do if you are in that situation? Yeah. Right. Some public speakers, as they experience, they may stop for a while, not talking, because we are in a field, it's not effective. So we stop for a while, and then we take a deep breath, we breathe in, or maybe you can, the point is that you can stop for a while or make a pause. Yeah. But don't, of course, don't get too long. Yeah. Don't pause too much. Yeah. A long time. No. A pause to give you chance to take a deep breath and then smile. Yeah. And then make an eye contact. Right. Just like, yeah, maybe maybe watch the video from Steve Jobs. Yeah. But of course it's not, I don't know whether he was anxious or not. But when he got a situation that the slide doesn't move, it couldn't move to the next slide. Yeah. And then he was stuck. Yeah. But he did it, handle the condition. What he did, then he told a story to the audience, a funny story that he experienced. Later, in line with the upgraded level of your competence in public speaking, you will have a lot of ideas. You will have various ideas to solve that problem on your own. Okay, so ability to control ourselves when we are in that kind of condition. And this one, yeah, practice makes perfect. Okay, this is also a matter of accumulation of, in bahasa Indonesia we call it jam terbang. Yeah, I don't know what is anyone knows the term for jam terbang? Jam terbang means the number of events, that the accumulation of experience that you have. So the more jam terbang, the more experience you have, you will be having tips or ability to cope with the problem of crisis of self-confidence. Yeah, this is concerned with self-confidence. And then the next, still concerning the basics, yeah, of public speaking. It's something to do or concern with the vocal technique. It is the way you manage the voice. Of course, does it mean that we have to speak very, very loudly? Oh, not always. So is it okay to speak very slowly with low tone in whisper? Of course not whispering, because we speak in public, not whispering. So how can we deal with this? How can we manage the vocal aspect, the voice? First is that we have to beware of the volume. You need to set in the middle the volume of the voice, not too loud and not too low. Or maybe you can set it in dynamic situation, in dynamic ways. Maybe first you want to make a stress, you want to make an emphasis on certain point, and then you speak very, very low, with low tone, and then it increases to louder when you want to give emphasis on a very important point. That's possible. So that you have to consider is that you have to manage the volume voice. And another one is the speed, the pace of the voice. Usually when we are in a hurry, we will suddenly lose ideas, or maybe we sometimes we cannot control ourselves when we miss the words, we forget the word. Since we speak too quick, we will not be able to manage the pace of the voice. So don't speak too quickly, not speaking too slowly, but in the middle. But sometimes when we need to give a highlight on some point, we need to make it quickly, but it is still under control. That's the second point. And then this one, this is also difficult to do. I'm still also learning about it. How we can create a good articulation. When we say it should be clear. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Not A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's different. A is A, B is B, C is C. So when you say ladies and gentlemen, not ladies and gentlemen, the articulation should be maintained. So how can we show, or how can we create a good articulation? We have to speak clearly. We have to speak with a good intonation, with a good stress of voice. Maybe later intonation is necessary. This is the point. A newsreader, usually they have the ability of this. They are trained with this ability because they have to share, they have to convey information so that they don't share a though they don't misinform the viewers, then they have to have a good articulation. And this one, intonation. When speaking flat to certain context, is not recommended. But to another context, it may be recommended. But don't get flat. That just like life is not flat. Life is not flat. Life is dynamic. So you need to be natural in maintaining or managing the voice. including the intonation. Yeah, just maybe a very simple expression. When you ask yes, no question, then it should be rising intonation. Are you okay? Are you sleepy? Yes, I am. This is an example. Okay. So maintaining a good intonation is important. This is part of the vocal technique that we should have. Okay, that's about voice. And another one is expression and gesture. It has been addressed by Ibu Dr. Salmiza. Yeah, we need to include or involve non-verbal aspect of speaking, and those, among others, are expression. We must, be, don't be sad like this. So when you are sad, when you show an expression of being sad, then audience will not pay attention to you. Maybe will go to sleep. Yeah, right. Or maybe they don't have a motivation. So show the expression that can engage the audience, just like giving, once in a while smiling all the time, of course. We need to put this expression to the right condition. And then gesture. Okay, gesture, just like, when you want to compare, when you say like this, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share with you a point related to how we care about the environment. Okay, let's compare with this. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to take care of the environment. Use gesture. Okay, or maybe if it is not possible for you to show the gesture, like what we are doing now, we are in virtual session, so you can use facial expression. For example, hello everyone, good morning, good evening everyone. Moving your eyebrow, smile. Okay, so if we are limited with the screen, then we can use facial expression. And gesture, maybe gesture as the hat. Yeah, we can, if it is in virtual forum, then we can use the hat. But of course not. Yeah. Okay. Later we can talk more deeply about it. Okay. Talking about expression and gesture, what we should consider: the first, we should be dynamic, not moving all the time, of course, but not getting stuck, getting stagnant, getting, what is it? Of course, be dynamic doesn't mean that you move all around. Yeah, if you move all around, it is also something to be avoided. Okay, once in a while you look up and then down and then no, eye contact. Be dynamic. Yeah. Use facial expressions, as I said. Okay, this is to maintain interaction to the audience. Movement is important, when you can engage your audience, but movement is not necessary when you do that too much, so that it is not interactive, but it can distract the audience attention. Okay, is it right? Okay, so never distract the audience attention, but of course don't get stuck or don't be stagnant, so that the audience also not engaged with you. Okay, facial expression is possible. And then don't be awkward. You know that if you feel awkward, and then you will feel stiff on your body. This can, yeah, we call it invite. Yeah, it can incur anxiety. When you feel awkward, then it can be a chance for our anxiety to appear. So don't be awkward, be natural. Just like when we talk, when we have a chit chat in a coffee shop, but of course we need to consider whether it is formal or not. Formality level, formality context should be considered. Yeah, but don't make this, don't make us awkward, feel awkward or not natural. So don't be awkward, be natural. This one, this is a common thing to happen, that in the beginning, for example, in the beginning we don't feel nervous, we don't feel a stage fright. In bahasa we call it demam panggung. Yeah. In bahasa Indonesia, I don't know what is it in Malay. What is stage fright? Sorry, stage fright. Yeah, stage fright. What is it in Malay? Yeah, in bahasa it is demam panggung. Yeah. Maybe a fear comes when we are on the stage. Yeah, whatever the language, whatever the term. Yeah, but the point is that natural to have or to feel this way. Public speakers, great public speakers also experience this. That's why practice a lot. They prepare, they do preparation long before the event. This is to get rid of this condition. Yeah, overwhelmed by stage fright. Okay, right? Okay, if what if I have tried, but then stage fright still comes, still appears, still emerge. Yeah, that's okay. So far you do not be overwhelmed. That's okay. Maybe just at a glance you feel nervous. It's very, very natural. You can stop for a while, take a deep breath. And then by using your facial expression, changing your motion, changing your position. Yeah, for example, you stand in the middle and then fear or stage fright emerges, then you can turn to the side. Of course, not like this one. This is a moving ship. I know. But step a little, okay? Direct your side to different way while taking a deep breath. Then the so-called stage fright will disappear. And this one, yeah, once you feel okay with movement, but don't make any unnecessary movements. Movement is good to reduce anxiety, to be more interactive. But if you do many unnecessary movements, then this also can distract the audience attention. Okay, ladies and gents, this is about expression and gesture. And the last one is try to engage the audience by a communicative expression. So you have to be communicative to involve the audience, to maintain the audience attention. You have to be communicative. How to do that? How can we do that thing? The first is, I think I do agree with Ibu Dr. Salmiza that we need to be aware, or we need to get to know with the audience. We know the characteristics of the audience. Yeah, it's all about audience. Greet the audience, smile to the audience. Yeah, maybe you can ask questions as a beginning of your speech. Yeah, hello, how are you doing? Are you doing fine today? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you stay healthy, all of you and your family. Today, I'm very happy, I'm healthy, and I'm impressed meeting with you. So on. Okay, give questions to be interactive. Right. That is the second point that I'm sharing this in this occasion. And the third, this means the last point. I think I will not talk much since you have got this. Yeah. Many points about structure of speech has been explained by Ibu Dr. Salmiza. Yeah, maybe this is only a review, only a little, yeah, remembrance. Yeah, maybe a reminder only. Yeah, so you also need to, after you consider you have maintained the basics of public speaking. Yeah, you also have to go to the content. You have to yeah, consider delivering a good content of speech. A good material of speech should be in a good structure, in a good organization. Yeah. Globally, there are 3 parts that should exist in your material of speech. Yeah. In your performance, the first is opening, and then content or body, and closing. It's been explained by Ibu Dr. Salmiza. The opening, I think, okay, you already learned about it. Make the audience interested tadi, yeah. Can be joke, fact, but not too much joke, yeah. Of course, not too much humor, or maybe intellectual humor if it is possible, yeah. And don't forget to motivate the audience. Create a motivation, yeah. And one of the things that you can use, that you can do to create motivation is by telling, yeah, the description of your presentation, and also what is the aim of your presentation or your speech. This can guide or can draw attention to the audience. Then you have the bridging, yeah, transitional expression, transitional statement. Then you go to the body or the content of the body of the speech, the content of the speech. Okay, and this is only a review. Yeah, we have learned with the session with Ibu Dr. Salmiza. Yeah, that the content of the body, the content or the body of the speech should be first systematic. What is meant by systematic is that there are patterns, there are clear organization. Yeah, and then good structure is not different. Yeah, should be well structured. And this deals with the material, that your speech should be argumentative. What is argumentative? You have learned in the previous session that it should be based on the research. It should be factual. It should be scientifically proven. Yeah, but of course, it is not you. It doesn't have to be you who did the research, but you can refer to the existing research. Yeah, should be argumentative. And then, yeah, what about the patterns? How can you design the pattern of the content of the speech? It can be in form of problem, solution, yeah, or maybe you can do in reversal. Solution and problem, yeah, and then cause and effect, yeah, and ordinal points, yeah. So there are, let's say you have 3 points. The important points are 3, and then each point is added with additional point or sub point, yeah, as you learned this morning. And then you can also make a design or pattern of contrastive mode, contrastive pattern. Yeah, for example, okay, what is the difference between maybe living in tropical country and living in subtropical country? What is the difference between cell phone and iPad? Which one do you prefer between laptop and desktop? Okay, this is only examples. Patterns of content, should exist there. And this is only example. Let's take an example. We set the organization, or we set the pattern as a problem solution pattern. Then you can present the problems first, according to the facts that there are some problems of the environment, and then there have been alternatives to solve the problems in many aspects, in many perspectives, and then what you suggest, that's the solution. So among the alternatives, you suggest a solution. This is some of the ways, or one of the examples of pattern of a body of speech, or body of presentation. And then the last one is closing. You need to make a summary, and of course, if possible, you give a closing remark, let's say a quote, or maybe a comment that you make to give a strengthening or highlighted point of the conclusion. Okay, that's all I think. So we have mindset of public speaking and structure of speech, and the rest is for to perform. Okay, let's have a discussion. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And give back to the
Sincere thanks and appreciation to the Honorable Speaker, Dr. Agung Dwi Nurcahyo, for such an informative and comprehensive sharing just now. We are having a short break for refreshment, and we will be back in 15 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
With that, I would like to invite Mr. Faiz to proceed with the program. Please welcome.
Hello, hi everyone. All right, so thank you, Pooja, our moderator for today. All right, first of all, Assalamualaikum, a very good day again to everyone. And so now I think we are going to proceed with the next slide, which is we're going to decide and identify the terms and also the topics for our competition tomorrow. All right, so we shall decide that by having with us today the spinning wheel. So everything will be decided by the spinning wheels. All right, so I'm going to show you the topic first. Allow me to share the content. All right, I believe that you can see the screen. All right, so these are the prepared speech topics that we have prepared for you. So we have 10 topics all together. So we're going to start with PSAS first. All right, so topic number 1, will punishing bullies help? This is going to be for PSAS. I'll do the turn taking for PSAS. All right, and then followed by the others. All right, so, all right, I'll show you the spinning wheel, right? Okay, can you see my screen? The spinning wheel, is it there? Wait for a while, yeah. It doesn't, right?
Sharing ini dulu.
Wait a second, wait for a while. Doesn't come out. No, it doesn't come up. Wait for a while. So, no, it does come up. Wait for a while. Can we turn off? Wait for a while. I think there's a technical problem we're trying to figure out. All right, let's start with the first one. All right. So, let's see who's going to get the first topic. All right. All right, so it's not going to be based on it's either UMK or PSAS, so I'm going to use the spinning wheel. All right, so the organizer is going to jot down the names of participants for each topic. All right, so let's move on to the second topic. All right, the second topic is what is the best age to own a mobile phone? All right, so I'm going to start with the second participant, and the second participant is right. Right. Yeah. Wait for a while. All right, so sorry everyone. I was just informed by Mr. Joseph there's a miscommunication to be on this particular part. All right, so basically, the topics have been given to each participant. All right, so I just received the information. That's okay. All right, so we are going to do the turn taking only. All right, so only the turn taking is going to be decided. All right, so yes, okay. The first two names that already been mentioned, right? That will be the first and the second candidate. All right. Okay, so I'm going to start with the third candidate. All right, then taking for third candidate. All right. So I'm going to share again. All right. So the third candidate, all right, is, let's see who's gonna get the third turn. And that lucky person is right, so let's move on to the fourth one. That person is Safrina. All right. For these competitions. All right, let's move on to the fifth one. And that lucky person is, let's see. Will that be Alda? Oh no, it is Wisnu. Wisnu Rifki Wijaya. Now let's proceed. We have only a few more candidates left, and that lucky person is Rahul. All right, Rahul, you are number 6. We only have 4 participants left. Let's see. And the lucky person is Muhammad Umar. All right, Muhammad Umar. Taking. All right, so among these 3, we have Alda, we have Tua, as well as Amelina. All right, so let's see who's gonna get the next one. And the lucky person is it going to be Amelina? Oh no, it's Alda. Alda Jihan Fariz. So let's see who's going to be the next one. All right, it's going to be either Tua or Amelina. And definitely, as you can see on the screen, Amelina is the second last. And right, so that's all for the turn taking for tomorrow's competition. So I hope each participant will be able to prepare and do your best for tomorrow's competition. Finger crossed, all the best to you. I hope everyone will be able to enjoy tomorrow participants. So I'm going to pass this slot to the MC. All right, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Faiz. Before we end this program, let us all proceed to the photography session. All guests are requested to turn on their respective cameras and kindly use the program background that has been shared with all guests prior to the beginning of this program. I would like to hereby hand over the platform to the Multimedia Committee for the photography session. Over to you, Multimedia Committee.
All right, so everyone, so we're about to come to the end of our session today. So let's proceed with the photography session. So again, I humbly request everyone today to turn on your camera so that I can screenshot everyone and everyone should be in the frame. All right, make sure that the camera is properly arranged. All right. Nicely make sure it's in par with your eye so that we can see your face right in the middle. All right. Everyone, you please turn on your camera. Okay. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 people who have turned on the camera. What about others? Will you please turn on the camera so that we have a complete full screen with everyone's face? All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Umar, Steve Fauda, Tua, Nagasri. All right. Okay. So smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait for a while. Please allow me to save this one. Okay. Let's have another one. All right. So perhaps this time with a freestyle. Okay. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much. All right, over to you, Miss MC.
With the end of the photography session, it marks the end of today's program, Public Speaking, What People Fear We Do for Fun for Day 1. On behalf of Polytechnic Sultan Azlan Shah, Malaysia, we would like to say thank you very much until we meet again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ibu Dr. Azliza, Pak Joseph. It's a very great program, Pak Faiz, and all the contestants. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone. All the best.
Okay, good luck, everybody. See y'all tomorrow.
Right, thanks, sir.